The digital world is buzzing with conversations about the Pi network, a project that has fascinated millions with the idea of making cryptocurrency accessible to everyday people. Across forums, social media, and video platforms, discussions are filled with speculation, optimism, and sometimes confusion. With so much information circulating, it's become increasingly difficult for users to separate what's real from what's rumor. That's why today, we're going to take a step back and look at what's actually happening with the Pi network. We'll explore its progress, the community-driven global consensus value idea, the words of its founders, and the current state of the project. By the end, you'll have a clearer understanding of where things stand and what is fact versus hype. The Pi network launched in 2019 with a bold vision, to make cryptocurrency mining something anyone could do with just their phone. Unlike Bitcoin, which requires expensive, power-hungry hardware, Pi takes a lightweight approach. Users simply download the Pi app, sign in, and tap a button once a day to confirm participation. This small action earns them Pi tokens without draining their phone's battery or consuming massive amounts of energy. The simplicity of the system is what drew millions of people in. But Pi isn't just about mining tokens on your phone. The larger vision is to create a massive peer-to-peer ecosystem where Pi can actually be used for real transactions. The strategy has always been to first build a huge, global user base, currently numbering in the tens of millions, before opening the network fully. Right now, Pi is still in what's known as the enclosed network phase. That means pioneers, as Pi users are called, can transact with one another inside the Pi ecosystem, but the token isn't listed on any major public exchanges yet. One of the biggest talking points in the community lately has been something called GCV, or Global Consensus Value. The idea has spread quickly across social media and forums, sparking a mix of excitement and skepticism. Supporters of GCV argue that the Pi community should agree on a shared minimum value for the token. Some advocates have even suggested an ambitious price point of over $314,000 per Pi, a number chosen because it connects to the mathematical constant Pi. The reasoning goes that if enough people agree to trade at that value, it could eventually become the standard. But the reality is more complicated. GCV isn't an officially recognized project by the Pi core team. Interpretations vary widely, some see it as a movement, others as a future framework, and still others misunderstand it as a new token. What's clear is that, for now, it remains a grassroots idea without formal backing. To understand where the network is heading, it's important to look at one of its most visible founders, Dr. Nicholas Kokkalis. With a PhD from Stanford and experience teaching courses on decentralized applications, he brings academic and technical credibility to the project. Within the community, his words carry enormous weight. He's often seen as the main architect of Pi's blockchain vision, and his updates, usually shared through the Pi app or official channels, are dissected carefully by pioneers searching for signs of progress. Recently, short clips and text messages attributed to Dr. Kokkalis have been circulating online, adding more fuel to speculation. In these, he reportedly reassures the community that the team is making progress, using encouraging phrases like, "We are getting closer." Many take this as a sign that the open network phase could be right around the corner. But if we look carefully at his communication style, we notice that he rarely gives exact dates or deadlines. Instead, he speaks broadly about building utility, ensuring the ecosystem is sustainable, and preparing the groundwork for long-term success. This cautious approach is common in complex software projects, where rushing or promising exact timelines can backfire. Adding to the swirl of conversation, some recent social media posts have alleged political connections among individuals associated with the Pi ecosystem. Specifically, claims have been made that someone linked to Pi supports former U.S. President Donald Trump. While this sparked debate and concern in parts of the community, it's important to highlight that these allegations don't involve the Pi core team itself. They are based on personal accounts and social activity from individuals, not official project leadership. As of now, there is no verified evidence tying the Pi network to any political agenda. Of course, no topic generates more discussion than the potential value of Pi. Every rumor or snippet of news reignites debates about what the token could be worth in the future. The introduction of GCV, with its extraordinary proposed value, has only intensified the speculation. For pioneers who have been mining for years, the hope of seeing Pi translate into financial value is understandably strong. But here's the crucial point: as of right now, Pi does not have an official market price. Since it is not listed on public exchanges, it cannot be freely traded for dollars, Bitcoin, or any other cryptocurrency. Some websites or apps may display speculative numbers, but these are placeholders, not real tradable prices. Until the Pi network enters the Open Mainnet phase and listings on exchanges occur, any talk of price is purely hypothetical. This is where critical thinking becomes essential. The crypto world moves fast and is often filled with both genuine innovation and misleading hype. For pioneers, the best approach is to always double-check information at the source. Official updates through the Pi app or verified social media accounts are the most trustworthy. Anonymous screenshots, rumors from unverified groups, or out-of-context video clips can easily distort the truth. So where does that leave us today? The Pi network remains in its enclosed phase. The core team, led by Dr. Kokales and his colleagues, continues to focus on fulfilling the conditions required before opening the network. Their updates stress utility, sustainability, and gradual progress rather than sudden breakthroughs. The GCV idea reflects the hopes of the community but has no official endorsement. Allegations of political ties are based on weak evidence and don't connect directly to leadership. And when it comes to Pi's price, discussions are premature until it is openly tradable. The reality of Pi is a slow, methodical process of development. Rumors often promise quick riches or dramatic announcements, but the truth is much less sensational and far more grounded in long-term building. For pioneers, the best strategy is to remain patient, informed, and focused on what comes directly from the official team. In the end, the Pi network represents both a fascinating experiment and a reminder of how information spreads in the digital age. For millions of people who have invested their time and energy, the journey may still take twists and turns, but staying calm and informed is the most valuable move anyone can make.